So, I mean, I'll start first. This is Tram from Texas. Generally, I think we see at least a few bills being introduced trying to expand the tax base, even though ours is quite, you know, wide already. Like we tax amusement services, we tax personal services, we tax, all kinds of data processing and information services. So we do have already a long list of services that many other states don't typically tax. So I would predict we would at least see a few more bills trying to expand the tax base for different reasons maybe. But like I see kind of the professional services creeping up again, and people really don't understand right ramifications of why that would be complicated and why that would be possibly bad tax policy. But I think understanding kind of what that means from a fiscal perspective is important. So I think legislators do look at that and they do understand how much revenue that could potentially raise for the state to fund really important purposes. But I do think that conversation does come up for us quite often. So that is something I think at least from my perspective, I always try to raise that flag of, yes, it's important to pay for, the roads and the schools and all that that we get to enjoy here in Texas. But at the same token, the complications of taxing a service like what we provide is really hard because, all the issues with sourcing and avoiding double taxation, right? Kind of those main critical things that, from a sales tax perspective, we want to avoid. We want to only tax the end user. So it gets really hard to really get it right. So I think that's one thing we'll see. And then